In this lesson, we're going to talk about determining whether two fractions are equivalent or are they equal. There are going to be two ways to do this. One way is to reduce and compare. If you reduce each fraction to lowest terms and compare them, if they're identical, then they're equal. And if they're not, then the answer is no. The other way to do it is to compare cross products. So if I had two fractions to compare, I would look, touch something. 24 times 2, well, what does that give me? That gives me 48. 8 times 6, what does that give me? 48. Because the cross products are equal, then the fractions are equal. So we can do it either way. Let's take a look. Number 1, determine whether the pair of fractions is equivalent. Well, we have 5 over 10, and I want to know if it is equivalent to 7 over 14. Well, like I said, there are two ways. You could reduce this to 1/2. 5 goes in there once, 5 goes into 10 2 times. You could reduce this one. 7 goes in there once, 7 goes in there 2 times. Since we got identical fractions, the answer is yes. These are equivalent. But I'd like to really practice on the cross products. So let's look this way and this way. 10 times 7 gives me 70. 14 times 5 gives me 70. Since the cross products are equal, the fractions are equal. Let's look at another one. I have 4 over 7 and 6 over 13. Let's take a look at our cross products. 7 times 6 is 42. 4 times 13 gives me 52. These are not equivalent. And you could have told, I hope, because 4/7 is lowest terms, 6/13 is lowest terms, and those are not equivalent. Number 3, I have 3/15 and I have 2/10. Cross products. 15 times 2 is 30. 10 times 3 is 30. Those fractions are equal. They will reduce both of them to 1/5. Next one. Sorry, that's actually a repeat, so I don't need to do it again. Thought it looked familiar. I have 4/8 and I have 24 over 48. All right, cross products. I have 8 times 24 gives me 192. The other cross product, I have 48 times 4, and it also gives me 192. And it's very helpful to have your calculator handy when you do this. The number 5, I have 13/17 and 17/20. Okay, one of the cross products, 17 times, my goodness, I am hopping around with this today. 17 times 17 gives me 289. And 13 times 20 gives me 260. And those are not the same. So they are not equivalent. Last one, 12 over 14 compared to 13 over 26. First cross product, 14 times 13 is 182. Second cross product, 12 times 26 is 312. And those are very, very different. So the answer to that one is no. So there's more than one way to test to see if fractions are equivalent, you can either do the cross products, which is very easy, or you could reduce each one of your fractions and compare them in lowest terms.